Good evening, everyone. What's up? Just ate a satisfying meal. Topped it off with these desserts. Mr. Hata speaking. Previously, there were several videos last week. Today's going to be a video on the topic of VHS tapes, and this video is on the VHS tapes that one hopes to get, or VHS tapes that are collectible and rare. The first VHS tape to start off with it is Catwoman. Now, Catwoman was said to be one of the worst movies in history, but from 1997. But Duncan Burton VGCP, formerly known as, but now Duncan Pictures, he found a copy of Catwoman at his Goodwill, which is a very rare tape. Despite for being one of the worst movies, the tape is a rarity, and that tape was so rare that he bought it from Goodwill for $1, despite how bad the movie was. So that tape, even though it sounds more like Cat Prostitute, the tape is worth being in the collection. The second tape that should be in the collection are Booba tapes. Yes, the show Booba sucks and it's for babies, but Booba tapes are hard to find. Like, Booba's is not a very well-known show, and the tapes are pretty rare. Even though the show sucks, at least it would be worth being in a collection because it is a rare name, and plus, it's a different type of tape. The third type of tapes that are rare are Hello Kitty tapes. Well, Hello Kitty Paradise, those tapes are okay, but they're not that special. The tapes that should be collected from that series are the Hello Kitty and Friends, or the Hello Kitty Fairy Tale. Well, the Hello Kitty and Friends has several VHS tapes, like Santa's Missing Hat, or was it that called? But the ones from the Hello Kitty and Friends are worth collecting because the theme song is very childlike, well composed, and a mysterious wonder. And the ending or the closing to it is about the same kind of structure. Therefore, that set of tapes, or those tapes, are worth collecting. Those are not easy to find, and if they're in the store, please collect them. Alright, the fourth type of tape, if there is one. Well, there's several more tapes that deserve to be in one's collection. Yes, the shows might suck. Oh yeah, Franklin. Well, more notably to Franklin Back to School, because it has a very cool soundtrack, and it's very unique compared to most of the other Franklin episodes. Well, Franklin's got a lot of uniqueness in it, but the tapes are hard to find. The intro and the ending are very enjoyable. The tape looks really cool overall, and could belong in the kiddie section of a VHS tape collection. Therefore, should be in a collection, hands down. Are there any other tapes that should be in a collection? Well, they gotta be rare, but they're not too many more. Tapes with rare logos, such as Magnetic, Key Video, etc. Not sure if Home Embassy Entertainment's even on the VHS tapes or not, but if there was one with a Playhouse logo, which I don't even know if that even exists on tapes, those should be collected for sure. Those are probably even more rare than any of those tapes. They're more rare than the Booba, Franklin, or Hello Kitty tapes. I mean, they have to be ordered off eBay, most of them. Especially Magnetic and Key Video, though, are probably the more easier ones than the other special logo videos. But definitely get those tapes when possible. There are probably several more tapes that were forgotten of, but let's see. still thinking about tape still. There are not very many more, but they might relate to this topic a little bit. So VHS tapes that have like a cool color to them, that are not black, those are worth collecting too. Even Barney tapes actually have a little bit of meaning to the VHS tape collection. They're not super rare, but they're not as easy to find as Disney tapes. Oh yeah, another tape, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. That is, according Duncan Burden confirmed, Mr. Burden, sorry, that was informal. Mr. Burden confirmed that The Prisoner of Azkaban was the hardest tape to find of the two. So that tape is definitely worth collecting, and it's very difficult to snag. There are only probably like one or two more tapes left that have been forgotten of. Oh yeah, Scruffy the Tugboat. That is a rare tape. Scruffy the Tugboat had the best opening, one of the great openings, like a key video opening, and it had a cool ending. It might be a bit short, but it's a classic probably. It's not very well known either, Scruffy the Tugboat. Other tapes would include Thomas the Tank Engine VHS tapes. Those are worth collecting because they might be a bit hard to find, and they tell great stories and fairy tales to the young ones. So definitely look for Thomas the Tank Engine VHS tapes, more notably from seasons 1 through 4. They have them on other tapes. Alright, they're worth collecting, but not as great as seasons 1 through 4 though. Nope, there are not very many more tapes to think of that are worth collecting. Maybe music, VHS tapes that involve musical skill on them. Maybe musical heart, musical talent, that could be another possibility for rare VHS tapes. But yeah, definitely get any of those categories. Those are worth keeping, period. Those tapes show different colors, different themes, a diversity, etc. Well, basically was rambling for almost 8 minutes, but with that, that's all there's to say for this video. See you on the next video. This is Mr. Hotta signing off. Peace out. Good night. And by the way, this video goes to Duncan Burden, VGCP, Mr. Black, Mr. Fortin, and a few other friends. Good night.